Okay. I know. I need to make a vlog. That's what I kept telling myself. Today's been an interesting day. I'm at my dad's. As you can see, the blank white wall behind me. It's okay. I happened to find Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on a random channel. That was cool. I took a shower, got that all taken care of. I got to go to the Big Fish Grill tonight with my dad, which I haven't for like ever, and got to talk to an old friend from high school. Well, acquaintance friend who also worked at the Big Fish Grill a while ago. It was kind of fun. My past couple days have been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, and I'm not really gonna go into that, and for that I'm sorry. Please just understand and respect that. I'm doing okay now, though. Things are gonna turn around and do well. I know it. I got to have an amazing lunch with my brother today. It's almost noon. It's almost noon. Midnight. It's almost midnight. So earlier today, my brother Chris took me out like to lunch. Went to a Thai place. We just talked so much about my future and my goals and what I want and all that stuff. And my brother is one of those like hard go-getters. He's always been that way, and it was almost to the point where it was kind of annoying when I was little, like, oh god, here he goes again, because he'd nag you for not getting a job or something like that. He meant well, even if it was annoying. I love you, Chris, don't get me wrong. But it was nice today. It wasn't so much a lecture or a nag or anything. It was just like, here's what I do to set my goals. You need to set your goals too. And he talks about writing his goals down every day. Like last night, he even wrote it down before going to bed. It was writing it in his like iPad or something, and he writes it as if he's already done it, and he does that every day. And I think I'm gonna try to do that because he says if you keep doing that, it's gonna happen. And he's a very ambitious person, and he always kind of has been. And he kind of can see right through me with my struggles and like, I mean, in the sense like why I fear failure the way that I do. It has to, kind of. A lot of people fear failure, but you have to fail to succeed. That's just how it has to go sometimes, And, like, it's so hard to grasp that and think that it's okay, but it really is. And so it was really good, and my mom gave me a ride over here today, and I got to talk to her. I'm going to try to keep my voice down because people are sleeping in the rooms next door. I'm getting really bad at that, guys. Okay, listen, I am so used, you know me, I make vlogs at night a lot, right? I am so used to, like, having, like, whole side of the house to myself. Like, I was so spoiled. Like, before my brother moved in, like, I'd be up so late watching videos, watching movies, really loud, singing, and watching Hannah Montana and singing along kind of thing. And it's like, I'm a night owl, it's what I do. And now I have my brother who moved in next to me, which I think is going to be good. I mean, it seems like he's already kind of guiding me in a lot of ways that you never really would have expected, I guess. And then here I have, like, Sophia and Carla. Sophia is one of Carla's daughters, and they're, like, in the rooms next to me, so it's like, I gotta learn to be quiet, guys. This is a good test for me. I don't know how to be quiet usually. Ask my friend Salika and her grandma, because back when when Salika used to live with her grandma, her room was right next to her grandma and the walls were so thin, we'd hear her grandma being like, go to bed! You guys are up too late! So we had to be so quiet. And even talking like this was not a good thing. But anyways, so I'm just enjoying Bill and Ted before I go to bed tomorrow. Justin and I have this plan to go to this dance at his college. I'm excited for that. We're gonna kind of go more like we're friends. That's what I don't really want to get too into details about. I'm excited for it though, regardless. I've always wanted to go dance with him, and so we're just at this point where we're kind of, need to take a few steps back and start some things over and kind of work towards things in a different way. We'll see where it goes, I have the most faith in things in my life that I could, like, imagine. I don't know. I'm a very faithful person. And I don't know. It's just, I am very faithful in like believing in myself and myself in relationships or in that relationship and all these different things like in my life. I was always so faithful with like dreams that I wanted that it would happen, and then I kind of lose a little bit of sight of them because I'm so focused on other things, and I'm needing to get back to that. I need to bring all that faith back, and not just religious faith. I don't mean like religious faith. I've always had religious faith. You guys don't really know that side of me as much, I don't think, but I am technically Christian. I do believe in God and Jesus, and you know, I do believe that there is someone up there guiding me, and I have so much personal testimony and proof, like certain things that I asked for guidance and strength to get through, and I've gotten it, and guidance has come in a lot of different ways that I can see, like I can see that that is the guidance that I'm asking for, and it's just in a lot of different things in life, in work, in relationships, and all that fun stuff. But so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, I was like telling myself, I gotta make a vlog. I know, I'm terrible. Oh my god. Why am I sounding like Miranda Sings? I have my stuffies. Stuffed animals. I got Lady Hawk. I don't know if I've talked about that. This is Little Soldier. This is Bubba. These are... I have a lot of stuffed animals. Like, if you guys remember any of my old videos, I had a pile of stuffed animals over here at one point. With a bunch of other stuff. This room looks so much smaller than it did when I had all my stuff in it. Is that weird? Isn't that supposed to look bigger when you don't have your stuff in it anymore? No, seriously. My bed used to be against this wall, and it would come out to about, like, well, maybe here? And I had a light, and maybe probably more like that. Oh, right, whereas, like, ears are. And then I had that jewelry box, which is now over there, and my TV's on it, and I had all those random stacks of, like, plastic shelves things, and my pile of stuffed animals. But these guys are really extra special. Like, I have a lot of special stuffed animals. I mean, obviously, you know Jimmy. Jimmy's here too, of course. But I don't have any stuffed animals here right now because they're all in storage. So I wanted to make sure that I brought a couple of them. Bubba is much newer than these two, but he's so cute and fat. Look at him. You know I love you, Bubba. You know I love you. My fat raccoon. But this is Lady Hawk. And she is definitely like, and this is Little Soldier. Let me explain Lady Hawk and then I'll explain Little Soldier. Lady Hawk was like Jimmy to me in high school. Well, in 9th grade. Isn't that right? Yeah. I carried her around in 9th grade at Robbinswood, which was an alternative school. It wasn't until I was in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs around the time that I got Jimmy, and that point on I was also obsessed with raccoons, so it kind of transitioned to Jimmy. Lady Hawk gets it though. She's still always there in spirit, and I think she was getting a little worn down at that point. I'm sure Jimmy might be getting a little worn down someplace. Yeah. Don't cuss at her. I'm so happy right now. No, seriously. But so I think she just became more of a bed buddy and stayed on my bed. And then Jimmy became the one that I carried to school. It's also easier because he's smaller. But me and my friend Sarah would carry our wolf stuffed animals all over school in 9th grade. And it helped us stick to who we were. I might be running low on... Do I have a video that I didn't delete? Hold on one second. Let's try to finish this up quick. I guess I have like 5 minutes. Didn't look like that. Maybe I was just reading it wrong. But anyways, so this is Little Soldier. I didn't really carry... I'm sure I carried Little Soldier around at some point, but I named him actually after a wolf that was in a story that I wrote about a wolf pack family. Lady Hawk, your name wasn't in it, actually. It was before, though. It was, like, before Lady Hawk came and everything, and just... I thought, oh, hey, this is how I pictured that character, Little Soldier. He was, was he the runt in the pack or something? I don't remember. I need to reread that story. But he's just been he's one of my favorites, so he's one of the ones that I bring on. He's super fluffy too. Isn't that right, Little Soldier? Yeah. But yeah, so I brought some of my stuffies with me because I don't have any, and this bed's kind of big and open. And it's nice to have the animals to, like, cover that side of the bed. Makes perfect sense to me. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I need to get to bed. Bill and Ted finally just kind of finished up. That's okay. It was awesome to come across that. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I found this on TV. OMG. Okay. Also, oh my god. I have to give a little shout out. I am so sad about David Bowie and Alan Rickman. Oh my god, I've been hearing so much about it. Alan Rickman passed away more like, was it yesterday? Or like, at least that's when the news became clear. And David Bowie passed away too. Both at the same age from the same thing, which I thought was really kind of creepy and weird and sad. But may they rest in peace. They will always have a special place in our hearts, and they'll always be full of magic. Whether it was through music or Harry Potter. But I will miss them dearly for sure. They were amazing, and Alan Rickman was the most amazing actor I'd ever seen, and David Bowie was just the coolest person ever. I loved The Labyrinth too. Oh my god, and his music was always so like great. But may they rest in peace, and sometimes, you know, life can come to an end, and it just happens sometimes. But here's to having them in our hearts forever. Isn't that right, you guys? Where's Jimmy? Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Good night.